Hi everyone, welcome to Coloring with Lori. Thank you for all of you who are with me. Please subscribe if you're not, like if you like the video. How's everybody doing tonight? Had a request for these Japanese style books. The artist is Kanoko Egusa. I think that's how that's pronounced. It's the only book that it's in English in. I buy the Japanese versions because I like this type of paper. It's kind of a cottony, watery color. And I do have kind of a love-hate relationship with it, but it's actually one of my favorites. Probably my favorite books. So I play with a lot of watercolor mediums in here. This is just a little bit of everything. You can see here that says luminance, but I didn't write down anything else. Anyway, I had a request to do a flip through of my colored pages in this book. I do believe I got this book quite a few years ago. I'd say at least 8 years ago, so my work wasn't quite as good as it is now. I'm gonna get these out of the way so it's not distracting to the picture. Hope you can do okay. This picture right here has actually been one of the least favorite pictures of mine that I ever colored. I don't care for it at all. I like the wallpaper and the roses and the wallpaper. That's about it. But other than that, do not really like this picture. I'm going to try to bring you up a little bit more so the whole book can get in frame. Sorry about the movement. Okay. I guess that's the best it can go. We'll leave it there. I tried to find the picture that we're going to do a color along in here. Well, I'm going to do a better buddy color with Jess from Bellantini Art out of here, and I couldn't find the picture. So hopefully I'll find it. I do believe this is the second picture. There is watercolor pencils and Prismacolor pencils on this page. And also some pan pastels. A pretty nice page. I did this double spread for Easter last year, which was actually a lot of fun. I love doing food, so I really enjoy doing this one. And I think it came out pretty good. These two are done. Pencil. Actually, nope. This is Neo Colors under here. And I did pencil on top here, but decided not to here because I actually liked the lighter color of the Neo 2s without the pencil on top. So I left it without pencil. And these two pictures, a lot of fun. This is one of my all-time favorite pictures that I ever colored. I enjoyed it. I think it came out absolutely beautiful. I have no complaints about anything that is done in this picture. I'm sorry I keep hitting the camera. And this one I just did. I wanted to play. I like doing small things when I color, actually. So I do a lot of little intricate work like that. Couple more here, all pencils, Prismacolors. Polychromos are good on this paper, like working with the fur and stuff, but it also can embed into the paper because it is kind of cottony soft. So that's why I say I kind of have a love-hate relationship. Just did a soft touch on this. This is actually all the Albert Durer watercolor pencils and no regular pencils on there at all. Did this double page color along with Chris Ching from YouTube. So this is Prismacolor pencils, pan pastel for the sky. This one here, yeah, these are really, really old, but really enjoyed that. I thought I did a fantastic job. I was very proud of myself with my cantaloupe, my Oreos. Loved my silver bowl, my biscuit, everything. I'd say the only thing I didn't like about that at this point is that I didn't do some kind of background. This was the first time I ever did an orange slice. I was very happy with that also. Did the beach scene. I was coloring with somebody on that one. I don't quite remember who though. But one of my first water scenes. We'll move along here. This is going to be too long. Halloween picture there. That was with polychromos. I wasn't too happy with that outcome. My birds here, very happy with those Prismacolors. And did gold using pencils. These were also done. Very happy with these pictures. There's a lot of watercolor on this picture. I do believe the Albert Durer watercolor pencils. Yeah, so little Christmas guys there. That was all pencil. That's Prismacolor pencils for two little kitty kitties. This one here. There's this is done in watercolor. Albert Durers with Prismacolor on top actually. This one we were talking about today. This has Crayola Super Tip black marker on it. I did this very early in my coloring. This is Neocolor 2s with a base. I don't think I did too much else on top of that. Butterflies are Neocolor with a little bit of Prismacolor pencils. This is all watercolor. Didn't do anything else on here but Neocolor 2s. That is all Neocolor 2s. This is all pencil Prismacolors. There we have a date there, 2/24. That's a new one. Oh, Neocolors on the background for the wall. I do remember doing that. I had my mom look through here and pick a picture for me. Oh shoot, I forgot to look at for that picture that we're supposed to color. I have not seen it. Kind of thinking I might be in the Rhapsody in the Forest book. Oh, no. This I also did a color along. I think it was with DK Coloring. I changed up a little bit. For the most part, I colored her on the houses to learn how to work those French browns, French grays for the browns. Absolutely beautiful. Love that page. One of my all-time favorites. Here's the picture we're doing. So I'm going to put a little card in there. Bellantini Art. Amy Travels in Colors. If there will be other channels, Kitty's Coloring. We're going to do Easter spring scenes. And this is the page that I have chosen. Okay. Next book is Rhapsody in the Forest. I think this was her next book out. Which I kind of feel like I got this book first. Because I liked the artwork better in this one. And then I purchased the other one. So this is the double page spread that I completed, which was the reason Jess asked me to do a flip through on these books, because I told her I had finished this one. So there's a lot of Albert Durer in here with the bricks in the background and shingles, back watercolor bases on the flowers. And the little ducklings. But yeah, so that was one of my pages I admire and took a lot of work. We have Mr. Easter bunny. That's also done with watercolor. And when I say watercolor, I mean like Albert Durer. This is, I don't know if you had heard me talk about using metallics to make things look old, like watering cans and things. This water can right here is done with metallics. So that's what I talk about when I say that I get the shading in there and use the bronze and the copper and the gold and the silvers together to blend. And this again is Albert Durer with some watercolor pencil on top. And yes, Jess, I would love to do this page. I look at stamps all the time and want to do them, so that would be a great Eddie color along. Another one here. This was a very popular page. Did this a really long time ago. Albert Durer and Prismacolors on top, pan pastels in the background. I don't have as much done in this one, I don't think, as the other one. My love for sunflowers. I'm saying I'd love to color sunflowers today, so that was a really fun page for me. Actually, I enjoyed that a lot. My little tinker doodle. You know, I look at this now. This is not done. I should have done something on the outside of that. Kind of made it look like tiles. But I didn't. Should call it a whip. We have these two done for Halloween. One of my mandalas. Me and my mandalas. At least if I'm going to do a mandala, it's got to be some kind of picture. I was really happy with this guy and his little cat eyes. I know I did a video before including these books. I do believe as my ventures and things I've learned through the years, because I've had this book, like I said, at least 8 years, I'd say. This was one of my fails. Didn't really care for this page much. I did it because I like doing doors and bricks, wood, so I colored the page, but definitely was not happy with the outcome of that at all. And my two Christmas pages. We have a little bit of sparkly and snow on there. I don't know if that's coming through, but that's my Christmas work for the book. I absolutely love these two pages. Another autumn wintry scene there. Be nice when I get to the smaller book. It'd be easier to keep in the frame. I don't think there's any more in here that are done. Oh, okay, so that's it for Rhapsody in the Forest. Then we have Symphony of Cute Animals, which is the most popular one right now because it was the first one, I think, introduced in English. I apologize about hitting the camera here. My leg's getting tired. This was my Easter picture from 2022, so that goes back quite a way. Prismacolor pencil on that big giant egg. And this picture I had just recently done, and I had asked in a group what kind of animal that was, because I had no idea what kind of animal it is. I still really don't know. People said a cat, but to me, that does not really look like a cat. So this was done with all polychromos pencils. I do remember that. These books have so many cute Easter pictures in them. That's a super cute picture. I know I haven't done very much in this either. And got the little piggies. This is polychromos also. One of the reasons I can tell when I use polychromos pencils in this book is because they kind of indent. Like I said, this paper has that cottony, so they kind of give it a little bit of indentation, which I can feel. So I want to sit here and do a whole flip through. I do have that Halloween page. I think that's that one of my least favorites. This one I absolutely adore. Albert Durer watercolor pencils and polychromos. This is a lot of actually neocolors and polychromos. And I think that's about it. And I also have the brand new Leon's Journey, but I have nothing completed in here. I did do a very, very quick flip through on my channel. I don't like to do... Oh, that page is so super cute. I don't like to do real slow flip throughs where you can see every page and ooh and ah, because I like it to be exciting for you when you buy the book and be like, ooh, I didn't notice that. Oh my god. And then you'll see other people and, you know, oh, I didn't notice that. So my mom was talking about this page today with the hermit crabs, which I didn't notice. So I enjoy that when you don't see real slow flip throughs. But, you know, I also get it that you want to see exactly what you're buying. So thank you so much for watching. I know this was a little bit longer than expected. And I hope we can all enjoy the Easter art of our lovely artist, Kanoko Egusa. Thank you all. Please like the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're not. Have a wonderful night. Bye, everyone.